Q&A. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I'm Corbin Maxey. I'm going to be your host of this Q&A. And you're taking a look at my baby girl. That right there is Chompers. And this big guy over here, that is Sonny. And they are both my American alligators. And I just want to thank you so much for hanging out with me. We did this, I think we did it last Friday. We did a Friday night live. And I figured, this Friday night, it works for me. So hopefully it'll work for you. If you have, hot dinner plans or date night tonight, maybe you could just put this on in the background. So hello, well, we have a bunch of people joining. Hello, hello, hello. So really quick, if you are watching this, please make sure to give this video a like. And I want to tell you why I have alligators, because a lot of people have been seeing our videos recently, which has been an amazing, amazing gift, blessing. Oh my goodness, to have people finally watch our videos. It's been great. We've been, I've been working with animals and especially in the media for years. And so our videos are being seen by a lot of people. And a lot of people want to know why I have alligators. What are my credentials? Do alligators make good pets? So just to kind of clear the air, the reason why I have alligators, like Chompers, and the reason why I have an alligator like Sonny is because I run a nonprofit animal rescue. And I have been rescuing animals now for 19 years. I have been working with alligators for 18 of those 19 years. And the alligators came through our rescue network. They were illegally being kept as pets that people thought would make, oh my goodness, a great pet. They realized that, oh my gosh, this is probably not a good idea, and that is why I ended up with the alligators. Sonny, right here, I rescued in 2006, and he was literally living in a teenager's bedroom in Boise, Idaho. The mom had called me and asked me to come over and get this alligator because she was so tired of her son's pet alligator getting out and walking in the kitchen. This is a true story. So I got Sonny in 2006 once again. He was a little under 4 feet when I rescued him. And I remember that because it was a special year for me. I was a senior in high school when I got Sonny. And Sonny is now almost, look at him. He's massive. He is almost 10 feet long, so he has grown like 6 feet since we first rescued him, which is amazing. So that is why I have Sonny. I also just want to give a shout out, by the way. Oh my goodness, we just got a donation. Thank you so much. Lisa just donated $10. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Okay, so Chompers I rescued in 2009, and she actually came out of Twin Falls, Idaho, and somebody actually thought that Chompers would make a fantastic anniversary present. And a guy got this for his fiance, bought a baby alligator. The fiance was not happy about the situation, called things off with her fiance, and I ended up with the baby alligator. So that is why I have alligators. I run a nonprofit animal rescue. I take care of over 30 different animals, and a couple of those animals happen to be alligators. I have all my permits to care for alligators, and I'll be the first one to tell you that alligators make horrible pets. So thank you so much for asking the question. A lot of people were asking, and I think I may make more of like a long form video about why I have alligators, so stay tuned. So let's say hi to a few of you. Let's say hi. And if I bump my the camera, it's because I'm holding it with the stand, everybody. So I'm going to say hi to everybody. If anyone has any questions, please make sure to continue to put them in the comments so I can read. Sunflower Mountain, would you have more animals? Possibly. I don't know. You never know. Animals come in and out. The latest animal we rescued was Noodle, and Noodle was that pink-bellied side neck turtle that you saw. So Colton94 said you are very lucky. Yes, 100%. I realize I'm lucky. I do, though. I've worked so hard, though, to run this animal reserve, and I just want to say it wasn't like I was a lucky person and just I got hired for a job to work with animals. Like, I honestly made my dream come true. And this whole alligator house, by the way, if you are tuning in for the first time, this alligator house is over 1,000 square feet, and the pool itself is 38 feet long. This building, my dad and I built by ourselves. I mean, it took a lot of work. So I wouldn't say it wasn't luck, but I know I am fortunate to have the alligators. It does take a lot of work. We just got another donation from Elsa, $5. Oh my gosh, we got another donation coming in. This means so much. Jelly Cobra Kai said, I love your videos. That means the world to me, because people like you, Jelly Cobra Kai, are the reason why I'm able to do what I love to do. So thank you so much. Let's see. How many times for you to clean the alligators? Honestly, the alligators, it is time consuming, more or less, in the winter time. Right now, I do need to actually clean the pool really soon. It looks a lot darker on camera, but I need to drain some of that water out, which takes time. We drain from we have a pump. If you've seen my videos, then you'll know this, but we have a pump that I plug in the wall right there. It's underneath Sonny's ramp, this pump, and it pumps the water out to our pond. So we kind of recycle the water. Actually, we do recycle, not kind of, we actually do. And it's time consuming, so I need to do that within the next couple days. So look for alligator pool content. How old is Sonny? That's a great question. Sonny, oh, he's moving too. Oh, this is cool. Look at this. For all of you who think oh, look at that. It's okay, Sonny, I'm just saying hi. So I wouldn't necessarily call that like a dramatic hiss. He's probably just saying like, hey, I'm here, don't get any closer. When alligators really want to hiss, you'll definitely hear it a lot louder. What was I talking about? Sonny just moved and I just forgot. Oh my gosh, G Wendy 9100 just gave us $4.99. Thank you so much. Oh, it means so much. Oh, by the way, I do want to say Sonny is, now I figured out what I was talking about. Sonny's 21 years old. They'll live to be 60 to 80 years old. I take care of over 30 different animals. That is a really good question. Chompers is 13 years old. And, oh, you're talking about me? Bridget, you think I'm handsome? I'm just kidding. I know you mean Sonny. Hold on, guys. I need to lower this. I guess I'm getting closer. I have you on a phone stand, so you're literally right now on top of the stage getting a great view. Oh, this is so nice. Thank you so much. Black pen, red pen, $4.99. Thank you so much for the donation. 100% of your donation goes back towards the animals, to the nonprofit, and it goes back to feed the alligators, so that means a lot. Let's see, Bro Gamer 1, are you going to get another turkey? Yes, probably in the spring. Stay tuned, probably in the springtime. Although I don't think anyone will be able to replace the legend himself, Thomas J. Turkey, which I still get condolences all the time regarding Tom. Thank you so much. Let's see, who else do we have? Sorry, I'm trying to look over here at the coop and make sure the chickens are okay over there. Someone asked, when are we going to feed the alligators? I'm actually going to feed the alligators later today. Oh, we just get another, I'm going to feed them later on this evening. The alligators are going to be eating fish. The fish is right here. And we have restaurant quality rainbow trout that I'm waiting to thaw out. So what I thought I would do is answer your questions right now on YouTube, have kind of more of an intimate conversation with all of our top fans who are joining us. And then I'm going to go live on TikTok and actually feed the alligators, where we have some people waiting for us as well. But right now it's just me and you hanging out. Let's see. Another question. If you had another alligator, what would you name him or her from Sunflower Mountain? Oh my gosh. Well, we have Chompers, we have Sonny. I don't know. I'd have to think about that. And we don't plan on getting another alligator. Oh, someone just said, really good question. Oh, someone just said, can you say happy birthday to me? It means a lot. Yes, Ada, happy birthday. And if you want us to send you a personal video message, you can actually go on to our Cameo page and click the link on Cameo, and I can send you a video message, and all proceeds go back to the alligators. So anyway, you can check that out. When are the animal birthdays? Great question. So we rescued the alligators, and when you work in animal rescue, a lot of times you don't know when the animals' birthdays are. So I rescued Sonny in November of 2006. I rescued Chompers in November, I want to say maybe late October of 2009. And someone has suggested that maybe I use that as their birthday, since I don't know their exact rescue dates. Oh, he's moving. Check this out. Look at this living dinosaur. I love this. Look at this. I love watching an alligator walk. Look at that. What a treat. I mean, look at that. What a treat. Oh my God. I still get so, I mean, as you can tell, I still get so excited when I can see when they get up and walk. I love alligators. They're just one of my favorites. So Sonny is a male. Chompers is a female. Angel Studios, are they both siblings? Nope. They are not siblings. Not that I know of anyway. They were from different clutches, which it kind of blows my mind. Isn't it crazy to think that Sonny was like once in an egg? That's just so crazy. Rick Games, when Chompers bit you, did your finger almost fall out? That's a really good question. Let's go back and look at Chompers. And if you're not aware, a common question I get is people ask, have I ever been bit by the alligators? And the answer is yes. And it's always been my fault. So one time Sonny's tooth grazed my finger when I was feeding him. So anyway, that didn't feel very good. My fault, got too close. And then Chompers over here, she actually took a nice little chunk out of my middle finger. I was filming for, and this makes me sound so ridiculous, I was filming an Instagram story. This is like what not to do, right? I take full responsibility, by the way. I was filming with my phone for Instagram. And if you film an Instagram story, there's a slight delay. So I was filming as I was cleaning the pool when we had Chompers in her other habitat, and she was hissing, telling me back off, and I was documenting on my stories, here's what I'm doing, I'm cleaning the alligator pool. Long story short, I was filming, I was not paying attention to her, I was paying attention to the recording in my screen, which there's a slight delay, and Chompers nabbed my middle finger. It was intense pressure. I dropped to the floor. Blood went everywhere. She filleted my middle finger like a lobster. I just felt this burning sensation. I wanted to make sure I couldn't see bone. It was horrific. Once again, my fault, and I take full responsibility for that. So don't get too close to an alligator. Now I have a phone stand, and now I don't post those stories anymore while holding my phone. I have my phone stand, you guys. Did you guys, yeah, Big Lad. Can you believe that Chompers is actually, Chompers is actually smaller. She's about 7 feet. Nothing like grass. Good day, Corbin. Sonny and Chompers and Napoleon, I just came into the live and have no idea what's going on. Also, I have no idea. Sorry, I couldn't see. I have no idea why I wasn't notified, but at least I came. Well, I'm so happy that you guys came and joined us. By the way, if you're watching, please make sure to hit that like button. If you're not subscribed, hit the subscribe button, please. I try to do these videos, at least these lives, once a week. I'm going to be honest, sometimes it's hard for me to give an exact time when I go live to build up to get people to start joining, because my day is so hectic with cleaning the animals. I don't know when I'm going to get finished. And the animals are, I mean, I hate to say it, but they're my number one priority. So like today I was cleaning till 3 o'clock, and I just didn't know when I could go possibly live in the alligator house. So I'll try to notify you. Another great way to be notified of when I go live is if you follow me on Instagram or on Facebook or YouTube stories. I always post before I go live there. Another really, really good question. Mick Mackenstein, what animal is your favorite? Well, I love my alligators, and I love Napoleon. I love my snakes. Love my lizards. I love my big tortoises. I love them all. It's kind of hard to I don't know. It's like asking somebody who's your favorite kid, which if you are watching right now. You know, maybe you have kids. Do you have a favorite? From Alton, can they have babies? Can they have babies? Can they have babies? Can they have babies? Okay, Alton, I'm assuming you're asking, can they have babies? You know what? So behind the scenes, let me show you. We are right now on the Alligator Bridge, which separates the habitat. And behind the scenes, I want to show you that we have a partition underneath this bridge that separates Sonny and separates Chompers, and we have 2 doors that separate them. So right now they can't have babies because they aren't together to try to make babies, but if we do introduce them in the spring, which we have discussed, they could possibly mate and Chompers could lay eggs. Now, honestly, I do not want to promote Chompers having babies. I wouldn't even want that to happen because there's no need for me to have 40 to 60 baby alligators. Like, where would they go? You know what I mean? Like, I could not release them back into the wild. American alligators, their populations are stable and they're of least concern. So I wouldn't want babies because where would they go, right? So I would not want to incubate them. By the way, take a look at the fish. I just posted the shorts this morning. That glob right there is a school of our tilapia fish, which is pretty cool. The phenomenal Alex, have you ever seen a crocodile? Yes, I saw a crocodile a couple days ago. I saw a Australian freshwater crocodile, or the Johnston's crocodile, which was really, really cool. I saw that in person, which was awesome. What is your favorite dinosaur? T-Rex. Ada, do you pet the alligators? You know, not usually. Sometimes on the tail, and I'll just do it because so many people ask me all the time, like, do you pet the alligators? So sometimes I will just touch the tail and create a video just to, I don't know, please the viewers, honestly. I don't think the alligators, I don't think they love it. It's not like a cat or a dog, but sometimes I can touch their tail. I don't do it on a regular basis. Let's see. Another question. When did you get the alligators? Please answer me because I really, really want to know. I got Sonny in 2006. And I got Chompers in 2009. It's an art. Can we see the snakes, please? It's an art. I'm so happy you're a snake fan. Unfortunately, the snakes are in a completely separate building. And if you have followed me for some time, you'll know that the building, our internet out here is horrible. So even if I wanted to go see Napoleon the emu, which I don't even know, have we even seen Napoleon yet? Napoleon, where is Napoleon? The emu. We have to look at her through this window because my internet doesn't even reach out there. Okay, keep an eye out for an emu, by the way. Someone asked, would I be interested in getting more exotic animals? Right now, I'm pretty comfortable, but you never know. I don't ever want to say never. I'd mainly probably stick to reptiles. You know, when I was younger, I thought, oh, it'd be so cool to rescue tigers and stuff. I mean, I'm talking, I was like 15 or 16, thinking like, oh, it'd be so cool to provide a forever home. But I have no interest in doing that for big cats or mammals or anything like that. I'm happy with my reptiles. Someone said I am their favorite YouTuber. That means the world to me. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. By the way, if you're watching this, please make sure, if you haven't already, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. Julian Godwin, would you ever get a water monitor? Maybe. I have a Savannah monitor right now, but maybe. That's a good question. Welp, you're wrong. Where are your turtles? I'll show you. Turtles are over here. And the turtles are normally, well, they live in the alligator house October through April. And then we will put the turtles back in, where are we? We'll put the turtles back in the outdoor pond, which they have. So this right here is Seymour. And Seymour is Seymour doesn't want to say hi, is our red-eared slider. And Seymour will go outside, like I said, late April through October. No, Tucker's not here. Tucker's doing great, and I cannot wait to give you more tortoise updates. When did you get them? Were they an egg or barely born? From Alexander. So I actually got them when they had already hatched. Sonny was 4 feet, so he probably was like 5 years old when I got him. And Chompers was barely a year old when I got her, but I haven't had them since they weren't eggs. The Lee family. Do you ever forget to feed some of the animals? Do you ever forget to feed the animals? Do you ever forget to feed some of the animals? It's a really good question. Sometimes I would say, I don't ever want to say never, but, I've been taking care of the animals for so many years that it's a routine. So it's my job. So I don't know. It's almost like it's just something I just do every day. So it's pretty hard to forget. Are there times when I'll forget to feed the fish? Maybe, absolutely. Are the fish fine? 100%. So some random guy. Why does Napoleon peck you? I don't know. We should ask Napoleon. Sonny's 21. Sonny and Chompers eat 2 to 3 times a week, and they eat chicken, beef, pork, and today we are actually going to be feeding them rainbow trout. We are having these thaw out right now, and my thought was to do a Q&A on YouTube, answer your questions, make it more of like a one-on-one conversation with you and I, and then I'm going to head on over to TikTok where we're going to feed the alligators. So hopefully you have TikTok. If you don't, no worries. You can check out tons of clips of the alligators eating on my YouTube channel. I mean, I have so many alligator videos. So hello. Topaz is 17 years old. Hermelindo, what do they eat on Easter? Really, really good question. We're going to feed them eggs. We're going to feed them We're going to feed them hard-boiled eggs. And maybe we should do a video. I feel like people like those videos, like what the animals do. So maybe we'll film what the animals do on Easter. That might be kind of cool. How heavy are they? They look heavy. Chompers is probably 170, 180 pounds. And Sonny is 400 to 500 pounds. Great question from Timworld. Why did you put Sonny on the side with the pump? Great question. So, okay, kind of a longer explanation, but I should tell you this. If you take a look at this pool we had recessed in, and we found this pool in a farmer's field. They had this pool, like literally out. And we drove past it. We knocked on the door and said, hey, what are you doing? What are you doing with these big tanks, right? So we recessed this pool in, which was an old water tank. So they're fiberglass. Well, we recessed them in. We hired someone with the backhoe. We literally recessed them in. We tried to get them as level as possible. But if you take a look, Chomper's side is going to be higher. The pool's higher than Sonny's side. Look at the level, look at the water level of Chomper. Okay, I'll do that slower so you can see. Look at the water level of look at the water level of Sonny's side, and then look at the water level of Chomper's side. Chomper's side of the pool is higher. So when we were designing this exhibit, we wanted to put the pump at the lower end of the alligator pool, because that would make the most sense when we have to pump all the water out, which we don't pump it out all the way, but anyway, so we put the pump over on Sonny's side. We also wanted to put Sonny on this side because we wanted to expand a big outdoor yard, which we did this summer. So that's why we have Sonny on this side. That's a really, really good question. Thank you. Have the alligators seen each other outside the gate? How's Napoleon? I want to know. I'm one of your biggest fans too, from Jelly Milk. By the way, I just want to thank you. If you are interested in helping the animals and I out, we do appreciate donations. We have $54.96, which means a lot. 100% of the proceeds go back to the animals. So thank you so much, by the way, for that. Okay, so I'll answer your question. What did you say? How is Napoleon doing? Napoleon's doing great. I just got done feeding her, but I have no idea where Napoleon is. And I'm just wondering what's going on here with Napoleon. I don't know if she's in her... Napoleon! She has a barn over here. She's usually out, hanging out. I don't know why Napoleon went to bed a lot sooner. That doesn't make sense. And can they see each other through the gate? Yes, they can see each other through the gate behind the scenes. They have a gate right here and a partition. and they can 100% see each other. Oh, thank you so much. Epic YouTube just donated $2.99. I'm skipping class to watch this stream. Oh my gosh. Well, I don't want you to skip school, but Sonny and I sure appreciate it. What type of class are you in? Out of curiosity, by the way, because here in the States, it is Friday night. It's about 5:30 our time, 7:30 EST. Good question from Vivi Sing Songs 102. Do your alligators show signs of aggression towards you? No, not usually. Sometimes they'll hiss if I get, like too close. Like for instance, if I touch Sonny on the tail and he doesn't like it, he'll hiss, but that's him. That's almost like a warning. So it's not him being so aggressive. They do get food aggressive, but I wouldn't say that's towards me. That's just because I'm feeding them. And that's just a natural instinct. It would be like setting me up at an all-you-can-eat pizza buffet. I'm going to get a little aggressive. Has the alligators eaten something they weren't supposed to eat, like a toy? Really, that's a great question. Not that I'm aware of, but they have eaten, so unfortunately out here, this happened years ago, farmers, because we live out in the country, will sometimes, not all farmers, but some farmers will poison birds because they eat the crops, they eat their seeds, they eat their fruits. And I believe these were sparrows. And I remember hundreds of sparrows were dropping dead everywhere, like falling out of the sky. And we had chompers, in an outdoor habitat. And chompers had eaten a few of those sparrows that were poisoned. And I remember my heart sank because I thought, oh my God, is Chomper's gonna die? And luckily she was fine. Alligators are pretty resilient animals. They've been around for millions of years. And so Chomper's was fine, but that did really, really scare me. How old is, from Claire, how old is Napoleon? You're my favorite YouTuber. Oh, that makes me so happy. Napoleon is 17. And I don't know why Napoleon is not showing herself. I think Napoleon's in her barn, which, by the way, Napoleon does have a barn. A lot of people were asking me. I posted a video of what the animals do in like the extreme bitter cold. And long story short, people were asking if she had a barn. And yes, she has a little shelter that she can go into. My first alligator, the first one out of these guys I got was Sonny. Why is the orange? I'm confused. I have to restate your question. Oh, why is the green orange? Oh, that's a good question. It is a wood siding, so it looks like a cabin. If you take a close look, that's the wood siding that my dad and I put on the building to make it match the alligator house. Gina, can you show me your snakes because they're my dream pet? Unfortunately, Gina, I don't have the snakes here. They are in a separate building and separate location. And even if they were just outside, I would not be able to walk outside because we'd probably lose connection with this live stream. Nutcracker, do you celebrate the animals' birthdays? No. We don't, because we don't have their exact birthdays, but we might celebrate their rescue dates. Really good question about MGG Queen. Are you dressing up the animals for Easter? I feel like I will now. I feel like we'll do one of the videos that seem to be pretty popular on our channels are like what the animals do. So I feel like we could do what the animals do on Easter video. I know what these alligators will do. They'll more than likely eat some hard-boiled eggs, and I'll probably do a video to see who could eat the most hard-boiled eggs, either Sonny or Chompers. Will you keep them forever? Absolutely. Yep, these are like my kids. This is my commitment to them is to provide them with a forever home, and 100%. Great question, Linda. How did you name the alligators? Awesome question. Sonny came with the name, and Chompers actually was named by my sister. My sister Micah named Chompers, and there's a character off the Land Before Time series, those movies, which are fantastic movies. And there's a character in the second Land Before Time, and his name is Chompers, and it's a baby T-Rex. Hey, Corbin, do you ever think you'll get a chameleon? I had one a while ago, and they're so cool. You know what? I had a Jackson's chameleon years ago when I was 15. His name was Fabio. And unfortunately, Fabio died within like 2 months of me getting him. And what had happened is I ordered Fabio from a pet store. I will not name the name, but I was so excited to get Fabio. He came in through the pet store pretty stressed. He was thin, which what happens to sometimes a lot of reptiles, especially since they're shipped and they end up at a pet store. It's a weird environment. It's foreign to them. And Fabio did not adjust well. As much as I could make his habitat the best I could, he ended up passing away. So I don't know if I get another chameleon. If one came in, possibly, but right now we're content with the lizards I have. I have a green iguana named Levi, and then I have a Savannah monitor lizard, a blue-tongued skink, and a Solomon Island tree skink. My chameleon died too because he was so moody and did not want to eat. Yeah, it's too. I'm not a chameleon expert. Like I said, I've only had one, but I feel like a lot of them must pass away because of just the way that, just because a lot of them get stressed. They're pretty emotional animals, and I wouldn't say they're very hardy. Western cowgirl, would you ever get any farm animals, horses, cows, pigs, sheep, and goats? My wife and I were talking about possibly getting some goats for our new property, and because they could help with weed control. I'll keep you posted though. How do you feed them all? I love your videos. From Pink and Blue Gaming. Great question. So it depends on which animals, but I feed them usually the ones who eat veggies I'll feed in the morning, and that includes the tortoises, the green iguana, the box turtle, and then I'll usually feed the alligators in the afternoon or at night. And by the way, I will be feeding the alligators later tonight, and I'm going to be doing that in about 20 minutes on my TikTok channel. So right now, the alligators' food, if you just tuned in, it's thawing out right now. So, yep, that's what's going on. Someone asked, who's my oldest snake? And thank you for your persistence and continuing to ask that. I appreciate that. The oldest snake I have is probably Shere Khan. And Shere Khan is my 13-foot albino Burmese python. And he is probably in his 30s. Ooh, you know what? I take that back. My ball python Reggie might be older. I have two pythons in their 30s for sure. So that's what I know for sure. Let's see. Okay, how do you feel as the alligators grow? How do you feel as the alligators grow? I'm a big fan from a good amount of time. Can you explain a little bit more? Like, how do I feel as the alligators grow? I get excited. I know that Sonny has gotten, he's gotten a lot bigger since we moved them in this building. And in alligators, like you can't, like the size, of their habitat does not dictate how large the animal is going to grow. But I think with being in this new habitat, we were doing a lot more lives, especially in the summertime. We were feeding him a lot more, and he just sprouted like he just sprouted like a little sprout. So they're growing. Chompers has grown at least a foot or so just in a year. So the Lee family. Hi, Corbin. Can you recommend me some animals? I'm going to the pet shop tomorrow. So I would recommend maybe contacting a local herpetological society in your area, wherever you live, Lee. There's usually an reptile or amphibian group of people who have animals that need, and you could possibly check in and see if there's any animals that need homes. Just depending on the animal, though. Great beginners are bearded dragons, leopard geckos. You could also even go a corn snake, ball python, Kenyan samboa. Angelic nose. Their enclosure looks incredible. They look comfortable and content. Love and dedication to this awesome animals. Thank you. Oh, from Angelic Noose. That means so much to me. Thank you. Thank you. We're very proud. My dad and I built this. Took about 2.5 years. And this is where the alligators live, indoors, and we're very proud of what we built them. And they also, let me show you this. They also outside areas. So let's go check this out. They're not outside now, obviously, because it's a little bit cold where we live. But we have, oh my God. Oh, the windows look awful. But this is Sonny's outdoor area, which then wraps around the building. And then Chomper's has an outdoor area as well. So we are trying to give our alligators the absolute best life. Huh, Sonny? Oh, it's from Sunflower Mountain. Can the animals get sick? Yes. But in my experience, the alligators are pretty hardy animals. By the way, guys, give me 1 second. I just want to take a sip of water. I've been talking nonstop. Let's see. There's some great questions coming in. Do alligators adjust easily to new environments? Oh, it depends. So Chomper's over there, it took her months before she even would come out of the water. And it took her, I would say, 6 months, so half a year, if not more, for her to be comfortable when I walked in the building with her on land. Because water's their security. So you have to remember that truly, they were moved into this new environment when did we do that? In October of 2020, we moved them in, which, by the way, check out that YouTube video. And she was freaked out because this was a new home. It would be like dropping you off in the middle of nowhere. So it took her months to adjust. So I would say no, they do not adjust super, super easy. Oh, this is nice. Hold on, I'm just going to set this down for a second. We have some more questions coming in. Please hug Napoleon. Oh, I would love to. Let's see. Someone asked, who is my favorite YouTuber? You know what? I'm a fan of Coyote Peterson, and I have had Coyote on my podcast, Animals to the Max. He's a really nice guy. And oh, you guys, we have Napoleon. Look. Oh my gosh. I set my phone stand down for a second to take a drink of water. And look who we have. Napoleon. People have been asking where you were. Napoleon, why are you going to bed on a Friday night? Hi, Napoleon. Hi, Big Bird. Oh, such a good question. Sky, when you put the two alligators together, 6 months, 2 years. So I was going to say, we may put them together in a few months in the spring. I'm going to be honest, I can't guarantee it. Stay tuned. It kind of freaks me out because of the size difference between Sonny. He's look at Sonny, you guys, so much bigger. And Chomper's, who's right here, is just a little smaller. It kind of freaks me out. I'm afraid he could kill her. I've talked to some friends, though, who are experts in alligator reproduction, and they said Chomper's is in her prime, so stay tuned. Nick P., when do you plan adding the Waterfall to Chomper's side? Soon. That's a great question. I was actually talking to my friend Robert about that last week. So, Nick, the reason why there was a delay, and I'm going to be completely honest with you, is because we moved the animals. I'm not sure if you saw this, but in October, we moved the animals to our new property. And we're still getting adjusted, but there was a lot of construction going on. We got a new tortoise building. We just built new tortoise yards, built new animal enclosures. So we have been very busy adjusting to our new home. So that has been the delay. I know that's an excuse, but truly we've been so busy. But I want to get Chomper's Waterfall done this spring, and we're going to figure out how to do it. We have to do it to where, and I know you guys might be watching and thinking, fall might be easy, but honestly, it's not going to be so hard, but we're going to have to think about where to put it for logistics and to figure out a liner, the rocks, to make sure the water doesn't, the waterfall doesn't accidentally suck out all the water and leak into the sand area. So stay tuned, Nick. Yes, alligators do have ears. Check them out. Those are the ears. You see this right here? Right behind the eye. Those slits, those are the ears. Let's see. We have some more questions. Llama, I'm so sorry. Why do I have so many animals? I run a nonprofit animal rescue, and I've been doing that for 19 years. And I love animals. I love talking to people about animals. I got my start rescuing animals, and a lot of people don't really know this, but got my start in television years ago. Years ago, I got my start on The Tonight Show with Jay Leno, and I really had dreams of having my own TV show one day. And honestly, my dream of having a TV show kind of turned into having a YouTube channel and documenting the lives of the animals that I already have. So why do I have so many animals? Because I love animals. I'm passionate about animal rescue and education. And because I love doing these videos, talking to you and documenting my life with them. So that's why I do what I do. Great question. Have the baby tortoises hatched yet? What would you name the baby tortoise? You have to stay tuned. We will do a naming contest video soon. I'm going to be honest with you. I looked at my feed on Shorts, and I was posting, I think, 6 or 7 baby tortoise videos in a row, and I felt like it got too much for people. And I felt I saw analytics of like my 6th or 7th tortoise video completely dive down. Like the views completely went down. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to take like maybe, a week off from baby tortoise content. And then maybe I'll just do like a weekly video because I don't want to bore people with content. You know what I mean? You know that person who you follow on social media who posts the same thing over and over? I don't want to be that person. So, but the baby tortoises are doing great. How old is Seymour? Oh my goodness. Seymour is 18 years old, 19 years old. Nick, do you plan on getting another turkey? Yes, possibly in the spring. Hey, Corbin, do you mind if I paint Sonny and Chompers? Please do, and send me a screenshot. I'd love to share it on my social channels. Do alligators have noses? Yep, right on top, the nostrils, those 2 dots. You see the 2 dots right here? You see those 2 dots? Those are the nostrils. Yep, and they are a smell. Okay, Linda, when do you usually start your streams? I want to know because I watch them every day. That is so awesome, Linda. So a great way to find out when I'm doing streams is to follow me on Instagram or on Facebook, and my name is just at Corbin Maxey, and I'll post on my stories. Today, I'm going to be honest, I was a little far behind, not far behind, I was like doing my job, but I had to clean the animals, and I didn't get done cleaning the animals till 3. And when I'm cleaning and feeding the animals, my number one concern is them. So it's hard for me sometimes to put a time out and say, okay, this is when I'm going to do a live because I might not be finished yet with my responsibilities. I will try to get better about that, but for now, the best way to do that is to follow me on Instagram or Facebook or watch my YouTube stories. Great question. Violet TV said, I just found out I got on the honor roll. Congratulations. Corbin Martin. What? We have another Corbin. How cool. Oh my gosh. Corbin, I just was so excited. Your name was Corbin. How awesome. Wait, what did Corbin say? I just was so excited. His name was Corbin. Oh, how do you clean the animals? It depends on which animals. So with the alligators, I will drain the water out. There's a pump right above Sonny. The cord to plug the pump in is right above Sonny. And then I will drain the water out, and it goes into our pond over there. We recycle the water. By the way, take a look at this window. See Napoleon? Yep, Napoleon is over there. Ashton, I love that name. Thank you for answering me. I'm a really big fan. I love your alligators, and I hope you have a great day. I love all your animals. Can you please just say hi to me? Hello. Hello. Thank you so much. That means so much. Oh, I got a great question. Someone just said the funniest thing the alligators have done. Probably when Sonny farted, and I thought it was Elias, my YouTube friend. I thought Elias farted because he is always farting, and it was Sonny. And Sonny's fart, it was a silent but deadly fart, and it was just the smell was horrific, you guys. So anyway, probably the funniest things when Sonny farted. So yeah. Thank you so much. My first animal was probably a ball python. My first animal that started this rescue was a ball python named Reggie. So great question. Sky Dreamer, great question. Do you need a license to keep them? Yes. Actually, three of my animals in here have to have special license. So I have to have a license for Sonny, I have to have a license for Chompers, and I also have to have a license for my little red-eared slider water turtle. And I have a license from Idaho Fish and Game. I have over 30 different animals. Do alligators like beans? No, we would not feed them beans. How old are the alligators? Sonny's 21. And Chompers is going to be 13. Okay, you guys. Oh, really good question. It's kind of a sad question, but the username asked, how did Tom die? Thomas J. Turkey, our famous turkey, one of our favorite animals, passed away due to old age and probably a heart condition. The turkey that Tom was called a broad-breasted turkey. And those turkeys are notorious for dying very early because they're bred for meat. Matter of fact, Tom lived to be almost 5 years old, which is incredibly long for a broad-breasted turkey. And we buried Tom right underneath that tree. That was his favorite tree, so underneath there. Okay, you guys, I'm going to get ready to go soon. Any last minute questions? Also, I do want to give a shout out to every single person who donated today to help the alligators. We appreciate it. 100% of those donations, it looks like we had $57.17 raised today. So I want to thank each person for donating. That money goes back to the alligators. It goes back to feeding them. It also goes back to keeping this heater on, which I know the heater's off. I turned it off right now because I'm doing this live, but it's about 80. But at night, we have that heater on and during the day in the winter, and it's really expensive. So thank you so much for those donations. So I'll answer a couple other questions as well. How did I get Napoleon? Napoleon, who's coming into this frame right here, actually was rescued from an emu farm. And she was going to become somebody's dinner. Believe it or not, people do eat emus. Sorry, Napoleon. Napoleon is our pet. We would never eat her. Hello. Napoleon is 17 years old, and I've had her since she was 2 months old. What is your funniest moment ever? Probably I was doing a presentation in front of a bunch of school children, and I bent down like on my knee during the presentation holding a green iguana. And as I bent down in my knee, my whole entire leg of my pants completely split open in front of 300 kindergartners. It's funny now, but it was just like, oh my God, I cannot believe my pants just ripped, holding a green iguana in front of a bunch of kids. And I had another show to do after that presentation, so that was a lot. Do the alligators respond to any kind of a call? Yes. They respond to clapping. When I clap, they will know it's time to eat, which they're going to be eating pretty soon. Favorite animal, probably the alligators. Hey, Corbin, what is your favorite video of the alligators? That's a really good question. Probably the alligator door videos. That's a really good question. When we installed Sonny's door and when we installed Chomper's door, putting that together was probably my favorite video because it just showed the process and the huge accomplishment of us getting the alligators outside. So that's pretty memorable. I really enjoyed that one. Thank you. You are really, really nice. I hope you and your animals stay healthy. Well, thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. And I enjoy talking with all of you. Thank you for hanging out with me. If you're watching this, make sure to like this video. Also, if you want to continue the conversation, and if you want to see the alligators eat, join me on my TikTok channel. My TikTok, I'm going live right now. Like right after this, I am going live. And we're going to feed the alligators. So join me over on TikTok. If you do not have TikTok, do not worry. I have plenty of alligator videos that you can watch of the alligators eating, but we're going to go live over there. I want to thank you so much. I also want to say that tomorrow we have a brand new long form video. I'm actually going to be going to the aquarium of Boise, and me and my friend Elias, you might recognize Elias, we're going to swim with sharks. So tomorrow, tune in, new video where we swim with sharks. We're taking a break from the alligators. We're going to swim with sharks. So thank you so much. I appreciate everything. And thank you so much for just watching this. It means a lot to me. I hope you have a safe Friday night, and I hope you join me over for TikTok. If you're watching this, make sure to give this video a like and make sure to subscribe. Okay, with that said, I will talk to you next time. Thank you, thank you. I'll see you over.